The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here goes tonight. 30. It was crazy. Crazy.
May going to throw right away. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Throwing here is May. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give them a gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That's complete to Dobbs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 12-yard line.
Here goes that. Crazy. Hey, what's up?
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Crazy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They're going on 4th down. May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And some room to run now. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
To throw, it's May.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Hey, what's up? Crazy! Crazy! Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
You look at this Patriots defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
See him streaming and franchising.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Milton Williams
In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Buccaneers at 0-8 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, and the touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Emeka Egbuka,
40 yards.
and the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Patriots nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Crazy.
From the shotgun, May with it. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Looking to throw, May. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Kings. Regular. What's that?
Mayfield now. Now he's going to step up and run.
Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Alert! Hey, alert!
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th.
To the right side, catch made by Ibuka.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Milton Williams there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 9.
180.
Mayfield to throw it. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
First down.
Point it right.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
20.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now a 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Irving.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now 3rd down and 7. Once again, it's Irving.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Crazy. Crazy. 5. Crazy.
From the gun, it's May.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 2-touchdown game. 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Alert. Stop.
They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Milton Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing, Mayfield. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brandon Cooks, 50 yards.
And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
21. Patriots nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A carry by Henderson to start the drive.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. Got to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the shotgun, it's May. He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
First down, Patriots.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air, May.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. They'll throw with May. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Crazy. Crazy.
From the gun on third down is May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Romeo Doubs.
35 yards.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Throwing here is May. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Crazy.
Play action. May.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
May's pass. Intercepted.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd down and 8.
At the 34-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Regular.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Here we go, boy. Crazy. 5. Crazy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
May looking to run.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Crazy. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
Here's May.
And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Crazy. 5.
Fourth down. Here's May. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. It's a gain of 6. And the Patriots
To throw, it's May.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Romeo Doubs.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Robert Spillane able to bring him down. Second and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Hurry! 180! What's up?
Handoff running left, Irving.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Mayfield to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
20. Real.
On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the lead.